And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
In the room, saying select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boots Sports, and we are back with episode number 107. This one is the March Madness special. It's
also
March.
the return of Ty.
Oh, yeah. We do have a little special guest in the building.
Special guest.
It's like I saw my shadow on like the groundhog or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know, my teachers told me I was special. So.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. And they still telling him that.
I'm glad I'm here. It's great to be in the house. I'm glad to be here. I'm ready to talk some March Madness.
When you walked in the door, you said, "Wow, this is awesome."
Yes.
As you looked at the room. I was like, okay, yeah.
It's been a while.
The room is awesome. The Bobby Boucher jersey is awesome.
Shout out to Kyle for that.
I mean, the last time I was here was...
One of the greatest days of your life.
Yes!
Was it the Florida game? The opening weekend of college?
No, you showed up one random time.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the
Yeah,
random
it was
time.
always-
It's like
night.
week 7 of college football or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was random. Were you
Yeah.
lost?
Well, I was
Stumbled
coming
upon
home-
it.
Yeah, lost.
Well, I'm glad you weren't riding your bike because this road does not
Oh,
allow
that's
bikes.
true. That's true.
That is
I don't know if
very
you didn't
true.
know that.
But 2023, we are going to have... Oh, you know what? Let's make a bet.
Bet on this podcast?
Ty does not bet a lot, guys, but he can make a bet here.
Let's make a bet right now.
Ty's scratching his neck right now as we speak.
Let's go let's set it over and under.
Okay.
Let's go over and under.
March 13th right now.
How many times is Ty going to come to a podcast before July the 4th?
Ooh.
Oh.
What's our number here?
9.5.
Before July the 4th?
Before
I'll give
July.
you a blow
Hold
all
on.
day.
Hold on. Let me fix that.
mortgage on it.
Let me fix that. July the 1st, because I'm going on cruise July the 1st.
Okay.
So
July 1st.
July the 1st.
We got NBA playoffs, NFL draft.
And look, you got to figure in the appearances before this date, which is 2 out of what was it?
No, it was 3, I believe, or 2.5 because we had
One at Bill's house, one for the gambling pick,
the fantasy draft.
the
Yeah,
fantasy draft, and then one for
Opening
just the
weekend
random.
of college.
So
Yeah, opening weekend, yeah.
Because that's when he won the
So
Florida.
4.
Oh
You've
yeah,
been on
so
4.
this is the fantasy draft wasn't actually a pod. We just recorded for that clip.
Yeah, we'll give him that.
Yeah,
though.
so you've appeared 4 times.
4 out of what?
Oh.
100 and about 60 overall.
Yeah. What's that over and under, Ty? 1.5?
I think that's like 2%.
All right.
That's
So
about what Ty's betting percentage is. 2%.
2.5% of the episodes you have appeared.
all right. So look, July the 1st. Let's set I'm going to do it now. July the 1st. Let's go 9.5.
9.5.
9.5.
I like
Yeah.
9.5.
Okay.
It's under, and it's not even close.
Oh.
I was thinking more of like a 4.5.
Dang.
9.5.
Yep.
Okay.
9.5.
I'm going 10.
Wow.
I'm
I'll
writing
be
it
here.
down.
Yes.
Do that.
Put that on our board.
Yeah.
We don't keep up with.
That's true. That's true.
We don't keep up
Yeah,
with that anymore.
that could be
anyway.
our tie appearance.
Yeah,
board.
absolutely. Be our tire appearance board there. I like it.
We need. I mean, if whoever's listening, you want to throw down a little money. I mean,
He'll be here every day.
The odds are in your favor because what was it 4 out of what was it
160 something, so like
160.
2.5%.
There will probably what 60 podcasts between now and then.
You got a
Something like
chance,
that.
Ty.
You would hope.
You got a chance.
Show up to about
We
show up
got
to
it.
about a fifth of them.
We got it.
Up that 2% to about 20%. You got this.
I like hearing a fifth.
My gut's telling me Rayleigh's going the under on this too.
We might not ever see Rayleigh again.
But Rayleigh's been more than Ty.
Are we sure about that anymore?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Oh,
They open in a couple weeks.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was here every week for us. Yeah.
Yep. But in Rayleigh's defense, I mean, kids.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's got a good.
Well,
excuse.
and he was with the salon
In your defense.
there. I mean,
Yeah, what's your defense?
yeah. Well,
Dude, I got chickens and dogs, and I work nights.
Yeah.
But
What about when you were working days?
that does rotate, Ty.
Yeah, for like 12 weeks or something like that, right?
well, I do have a new excuse because I started back working out and going to CrossFit and wrestling, so that takes a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're one of those CrossFit hardos that talks about going to CrossFit, right?
No, I've been going.
Yeah.
Are you the selfie type when you're there? Or?
I do not take selfies.
Okay. That's what I'm making sure.
He has a female take the picture for him.
Oh.
Whoa. The wife, listen.
Hey.
I do not
Look
have
at that.
anybody
I
that
like it.
takes pictures.
And we'll put some tallies beside that when he's. I love it. Perfect.
There we go.
And hey, today is also the 3-year anniversary of the world shutting down.
And Ty's here.
March 13th, 2020.
Wow.
Dude, hey, obviously that was a terrible day for everybody, but for selfish reasons, man, the wife had bought me a awesome concert tickets.
Oh, those
Sturgill Simpson, Tyler Childers for Dallas, Texas. She bought them for Christmas. And, man, when the news came down about that, that was terrible. I was really excited for that concert.
You didn't get to go?
No, it was canceled.
Yeah.
It was for late March.
Yeah, that was a bad time.
Definitely going to be canceled for that then.
Yeah.
The March Madness tournament got canceled as well, thanks to Duke.
Ooh. Oh, the Players' Championship.
The players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was in round.
The Masters.
My bad. Duke was Duke opted out, right?
Yeah, Duke opted out.
Because they were gonna make it though, right?
We don't miss the tournament.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We don't miss the tournament like that team from Chapel Hill.
Oh yeah, Duke definitely wasn't missing that year.
Yeah, the players were like in the middle of the tournament.
I think they got done with the first round, and then even 2 years later, was it 2 years later? I can't remember what player it was. He got pulled off the course because his test came back and he was leading.
Oh, you're talking about John Ron. He was leading after Saturday.
I remember that.
He was leading by 6 shots.
I remember that.
To be exact.
And that's before he rose to.
Yeah,
that's before he became John Ron.
He was starting to on the trend, and then he was up 6 shots. That was Jack Nicklaus' tournament, the Memorial. If I'm not mistaken,
I'm not looking it up because what everything that Peyton just said is right. I'm not doubting that at all.
Yeah. Because that was nuts.
6 shots, Jack Nicklaus, John Rahm.
Yeah, that was going to be the March Madness that Leonard Hamilton probably finally won a national championship.
Oh, yeah. Florida State would have been probably the overall number 1. Dayton would have been a 1 seed.
And look, Florida State
ain't no stopping Obi Toppin.
Florida State's fallen off a cliff since then, yep.
Yeah, they really hadn't.
COVID ruined their program.
Michigan State was going to be great again that year.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would have been a great tournament. No Duke would have been in. That would have been even better.
And I understand.
Well, they were just being safe.
They couldn't do it because everybody was just being. But can you imagine the money that just got pissed down the drain on that?
Yeah.
Because they've already
advertised when they
bought everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just imagine.
And imagine if they would have been able to go through with it, given the circumstances.
Imagine the viewership.
The viewership would have been skyrocketed. Everybody's sitting at home. Like
I still remember watching my first KBO baseball game at 2 a.m. in the morning.
That might be my favorite NBA playoffs ever, and the Warriors weren't even in it.
Yeah.
Like, it was awesome.
You know what saved us during COVID was
Michael
Last
Jordan.
Dance.
Yeah, the Last Dance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
How great was that, though?
I remember.
Like, perfect timing.
MJ knew.
He took it personal.
Come up in the clutch moment.
Yeah.
Not everybody can take a vacation during the NBA playoffs, take a trip to Las Vegas like Rodman.
Yeah.
With Carmen Electra.
Clearing his head, Ty. Come on.
He's clearing both heads.
Many heads.
He cleared both of them.
We need sound effects for that.
Where's Bill? That's Bill's job.
She ain't lost a tick off her fastball either. God,
we're about to get into March Madness preview pretty soon, but before that, let's do an ad read.
Yeah.
Big Reed BBQ started as a family recipe in 1986. Our mild flavor is right on time, and our spicy is just enough heat. Owner Ken Reed and Director of Marketing Andre Leonard say you can get our sauce at Doug Namona Farm and Feed, Time to Shine Detail, The Salty Brahma, and Amazon. All right, so shout out Big Reed BBQ. Go pick you some of that up. Use it for some food this weekend.
I'm using it
Sit
Wednesday.
down and watch some games. What?
I'm using it Wednesday.
Okay.
Dude, I need to buy some. Where do I go to get that?
I just said it.
Remember,
Guys,
special.
Doug Namona
Teachers
Farm and
told him
Feed. Doug Namona Farm and Feed, Time to Shine Detail, The Salty Brahma, and Amazon.
Well,
and I think the Equipment Store as well.
Yes,
I guess I need to
Equipment
add
Equipment
that.
store
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Equipment
What's
store.
it called now? Handy Foods or just
Equipment store.
Equipment
Yeah.
store. It's in Quitman. Equipment store.
The
It's
Equipment
still-
Store.
It's still Handy Foods in my I still
Yeah.
call it that. But
I've been in there less than 5 times
But look,
in my life.
not everybody that listens is in Louisiana, and they probably had no clue how to spell Doug Ammonia.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know,
yeah.
the Philippines.
we do
Very
have
true.
those
We
very
have,
big in
we have
the Philippines.
1 or 2 viewers there.
Bro,
They're neighbors to Hawaii.
look,
That's how that came up.
whoever is listening in the Philippines, they need to contact us. Send us
Pack
their
your house
address, and I will send them some barbecue sauce.
Yes, yes.
I'd
And
never send a package
also that-
to.
that
Well,
one-
we have an uncle that is from the
Yeah.
Philippines, and he has a goat farm in the Philippines. He goes back
He
to all
does.
the time.
Oh, nice.
If you ever want to go.
Yeah, if you just
We
wanna
also
go.
have like a Russian.
Mosquitoes are
We have a
horrible.
Russian person that listens, so shout out them.
Yeah.
Oh, not like that Russian girl I knew one time.
There we go.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
It might be her. She saw Ty Garrett attached to the name of this, and she's been stalking you.
I mean, you
He
did
didn't
really-
use his real name that time.
That's right. Charlton.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Did you ever learn how to spell Charlton, or did you just lie to my mom forever?
Special, guys.
Dude,
It's
hey,
special.
I know this is not about school podcast, it's about sports, but can I tell you a story about 6th grade English with your mom?
Yeah.
So look, came to Jonesboro, 6th grade, from Quitman, wanted to play football. Well, 6th grade, this was when First Baptist Church, we had an awesome Wednesday night youth group, RAs. That's what they call it, RAs.
Yeah.
Well, we were going on a trip that weekend. Well, report cards came out on that Friday. Well, this old boy knew that he was going to have an elf on his report card. I knew I wasn't going to be able to make that trip. So when I got home that Friday, I told my mother, which is a school teacher, by the way, I told her I did not get a report card.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They forgot yours.
How
huh?
unfortunate.
They forgot mine.
Only yours.
Okay.
And she's like, so you're the only kid that did not get a report card?
Yeah.
And I was like, Mom, I don't know about any other kids, but I did not get a report card.
I don't have friends. I didn't ask.
I did not get one. And she said, oh, okay. And then she proceeds to ask again, so you were the only kid in the school that did not get a report card? And I said, yes. I did not.
So you didn't know 5 minutes ago, but now you know for sure you're the only kid that didn't get one.
I did not get a report card.
That makes sense.
Well, that bought me some time. I went to Corey Aldi's house. And, of course, you know, Woolies. Corey lived beside Woolies. And you know where I live, Airport Road, which we always rode bicycles, right?
Across the 4-lane.
Yes. So I'm in the clear. And we're going to First Baptist in like 2 hours to load up and go on the weekend trip. So, man, I'm good. I'm good to go. Well, Corey's number, I'm sure, is disconnected by now, but his parents' house, 259-7802. Well, my mom called, and she said, get your butt home. And I knew the gig was up. Well, Mom called your mom.
Yeah, they were friends.
Mom called your mom, and
she didn't vouch for you.
No, she did not.
Aw.
Miss Paula said, no, he got a report card, and he had an elf on it.
Probably in her class.
So where was your report card? Where'd you stash it at?
I think I ate it.
Oh, well.
Not your dog. You did.
No evidence. No evidence.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh.
And needless to say, I did not go on that weekend trip.
You realize, like, I mean, you broke all kind of rules here. First of all, you sinned to your mom because you lied to her because you wanted to go on a church trip. So I'm not really sure how you even that out.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
he had to repent his sins.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
But lying to your mom, who is a teacher.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's going to be a trip of repentance.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is the same
She
guy that
might have been like, if you would have gave her the report card and she saw that, she might have been like, "You're going on a church trip. You need to pray about this."
Yeah.
You know, and like ask the Lord to forgive you for what you did. But no, you
just dove right off the deep end.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Well, this is the same guy that told his mom in second grade when he decided to cut his hair that I was laying underneath the cabinet and the scissors fell off and cut my bangs.
Well, that
sharp blade right there.
That's a heck of a blade.
It was, I mean,
fresh out of the package, Clay. I had to be new scissors.
Act to God.
Yes.
Thank God it didn't poke my eye out when it fell off the counter and cut my hair.
Yeah.
Sounded like you need to go on a lot more church trips.
Are we here to talk about March Madness?
We are. We are.
What are we going to talk about?
But when Ty's here, it's always a special episode. So, but yeah, it's March. So let's get into this.
Kids, don't lie to your parents.
Yeah, that's the moral of this podcast episode. That's from grown men.
Don't lie to your parents.
So number 1 seed South Carolina. Oh wait,
What?
Oh, my bad. Wrong.
What are you doing?
Girls?
Wrong tournament.
That's that fake tournament.
Yeah.
Wait, nobody's gonna watch.
Which when you sent me the
watching for Kim Monkey.
3 seed. Whenever you sent me the thing about Tech being the NIT, what channel is the women's NIT on?
I didn't know it was aired. Is it aired?
No idea.
No. It's no. Look, I saw it. It's on the CW.
Oh, them and the Liv they're perfect together on the CW. I didn't know the women's had an NIT.
I didn't either. Do they have a CBI as well? I don't know how low it goes.
Yeah, I mean, we're not in check.
No, Lady Textures have some NIT banners. Yeah.
I remember I've seen those banners before, but I really didn't know it was continued. I didn't know they still did it.
Yep. And then, while we're speaking about women, dude, if they do not beat the Hawaiian Fighting Rainbows,
LSU
Fighting Rainbows,
and there is no way that Kim Mulkey doesn't win Coach of the Year. If she does not, then the whole system is rigged. How could Staley get it?
She's undefeated.
Yeah,
I get it, but
she
I
brought
mean,
her whole team back.
But that's
she's undefeated.
That's expected,
and she hasn't lost.
It's expected.
When's the last undefeated team?
Just a couple years ago.
What was
girls always go undefeated? UConn girls just go undefeated all the time.
Oh yeah, they won like 128 straight or something like that.
Yeah.
That's right.
They went like 3 years in a row.
I'm just saying they're not going to give it to Mulkey. They're not.
Dumb if they don't.
They gave them a 3 seed.
You're 2 though.
They obviously don't respect what she has
Would
done.
you like to make a wager on Staley and Mulkey?
I'll put 20 on it that Mulkey does not win it. I'll take the field.
You think Mulkey's? Oh, it's about for the award or for the championship?
No, the award. I'm hoping LSU wins it because Rayleigh's bet $10.
Dude, yes.
He did that early, didn't he?
Oh yeah,
early, yeah.
way early.
Can he cash out?
Back in November or October or something like that.
You let that ride.
You ride.
You
that.
let LSU win the championship ride?
Why not? It's for like how much was it, Ty?
It was a $10 bet and it pays out $3,800.
You just ride that.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to offer a cash out until.
I mean, the final
four.
If they get Sweet 16, Elite 8, I'd take it.
But what would the cash out be though? When they're on that though, probably
over $1,000. I mean, $10 to $1,000.
Now, I think at 1,000, it'd be tough not to do it.
If they made it to the championship game on a $10 bet, I guarantee you that the cash out offer would be
$2,000.
Well, once you get to that
15.
point, Riley can hedge.
Yeah, that's right.
He can't spell hedge.
You can hedge for him.
I'll hedge it. I'll hedge it.
Let's get into the real tournament, though.
All right, go.
Hey, breaking news. Jameis Winston's back with the Saints.
Really?
Yep.
Let's go.
I just got it.
Dude, who's Sam Darnold? 49ers got Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Genius. Genius.
No,
for
I
them
know.
And him.
I mean, 4 quarterbacks go down a year in San Fran. Sam Darnold's
He's the only one that can play right now.
And it's like Mike White going to the Dolphins.
I love that. That's next episode. Next episode.
Oh, sorry. Because I got a question.
Eric Kendrick signed with the Chargers,
I got
too.
a question on that, too, because where does Teddy go?
Oh, in Miami?
Yeah.
Teddy Two Glove?
That's a good backup for somebody.
Texans.
They got Case Keenum, which I loved.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Do not mention Case Keenum.
I remember. You know why Tech lost that game? Janie Dotson.
Yeah.
She
talked
was
about that
not
other day.
in the building. Okay. We're up by 35, wasn't it? She comes up to where we're all sitting. Squeak's there. He's like, "Oh, what you doing here?" She said, "I just came to watch the game." She sat down. Downhill from there. We didn't score another point. She is the reason we lost that. And I'll die on that hill.
If you're the Chiefs, don't you go get Teddy?
Yeah,
Be a good
might as
backup
well.
for him.
Did
You need
Henny
somebody.
retire?
Henny's gone.
Retired. Don't blame them. Go out on a ring. And you played a little bit in the playoffs.
Yeah. He had the most important drive of the
That was
playoffs.
on top for him. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
All right, let's talk basketball, guys.
Let's do it. So, number 1 overall seed is
Not
Alabama.
South Carolina.
It's not South Carolina. It's Alabama.
But, hey, SEC, either way.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Most losses for a 1 seed since Duke in 20. What was Zion's year?
19.
Yeah. So been a little bit.
If this is
And
the
I
year that's gonna
honestly
happen.
thought it'd be a little bit further than that. That seems kind of close, but yeah. I mean, I don't know if Alabama was necessarily deserving, but it's hard to argue anyone else really was. The only other argument, in my opinion, was Houston, and Bama beat Houston by 8. So
At their own place.
yeah. So that right there practically was probably the determining factor.
And Houston, which I know they don't conference tournament games don't, but Houston looked bad.
Oh, they did lose by like 20 to Memphis.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was worse than that at one point, too.
That didn't help.
No.
But yeah, Bama's here with the 1 seed. I mean, I guess we'll go just kind of
Best player in the draft, is that Brandon Miller?
best player from college.
He's the most
that's what I'm
deadly.
saying, yeah.
Most deadly.
I think
Most lethal.
Yeah.
He's a knockdown shooter.
Did y'all see that?
He'll always arrive on time.
He
that
should
some of
not.
the Bama fans
He
are
should
wearing in
not be
Nashville?
playing.
On the back of some of these Bama
He's a
t-shirts.
part of an investigation.
We're killing our way through the tournament.
Yeah, they are.
That's,
Yeah, they
that's
are.
terrible.
Shooters shoot, man.
Yeah, they do.
Shooters shoot.
Like
That's terrible.
But I think he's the best player. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
no,
Best-
in the tournament.
best
yeah.
American.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
No, I mean, Scoot Henderson's really good. He's a G League guy.
I forget about him.
But I mean, Brandon Miller's going to be right there in that
College.
2-3.
Yeah, we'll just say
in
college,
college,
yeah.
absolutely.
Wembanyama and Scoot and him are going
It's
top.
Wembanyama, Scoot, Miller, and then there's 2 twins, Amen and something else. They're both. I mean, they're all good. None of them play college beside Miller. I don't know who the number 2 player in college is, but behind Miller.
Zach Edey.
For the NBA though.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I honestly don't know.
I could not.
That's the year this has been.
The guard for Houston. He's
Sasser?
Is it Sasser? I think it was.
Yeah, but he's got to be old by now, huh?
He is. He's older.
Duke probably.
Filipowski. I'm just trying to think.
I think Filipowski should be an amazing
Grady
pro.
Dick from Kansas.
I really like Filipowski. Like, he's going to be a stud in the NBA, I think. He's 6'10", with range, can hoop, plays solid defense to be what he is.
Big man, yeah.
He's going to be a lottery pick and translate very well, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, he's probably an argument for number 2.
That's what kind of sucks about this tournament is I mean, I love the tournament, but I also like to watch some of them certain guys. Like, all right, he's on this team.
Jabari Smith last year.
Yes,
Jay Knivey last year.
Yeah.
Jay Knivey,
Let me see what they can do.
MacArthur, whatever the dude's name was, from Benedict.
Mathurin,
that
Arizona.
guy.
Yeah.
Like they were must-see TV.
Yes.
Jalen Suggs with Gonzaga.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Zion. I mean,
Zion, yeah. I mean,
Like,
it's fun to watch.
Paolo last year even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you have Miller behind that, you don't have a lot. But after this tournament, we'll have those
You'll
guys.
know some guys.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
we're going to learn some folks.
Heck yeah, we are. But yeah, I guess we're just going to go kind of region by region. If there's certain games we want to talk a little bit more about than others, we will. But
And guys, we got to remember too, when y'all are making y'all's picks, people or whatever, the last 5 years, a number 1 seed's won that championship.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it feels like though this year that might not happen, but that's pretty crazy stat. When you think about it.
Also, remember having 4 1s in the Final Four is extremely rare.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I think last year was the only time ever.
Last year it didn't happen.
It wasn't last year.
UNC was in it.
When did it happen?
I don't think it's ever
2
happened.
years?
Has it?
UNC was 8 seed last year.
Is that what that was?
8 or 9.
Well, UCLA was a playing game last year.
Yeah.
Team last year.
UNC.
UCLA.
Yes. Yeah.
They were 11 seed.
They played Kansas, I think.
I can't remember. It was either it's in the past 2 or 3 years.
It's so
I think you're right, Chance. I think there was a year that did happen.
Obviously, you want to take 1 seeds all the way around, right? It's just simple.
It just
logic.
feels right.
But man, this year, I will be. That's another good wager. Will all 4 1 seeds make it?
No.
I'll put money on that. Right now.
I can only see 2 making it.
Heck no.
But they won't.
They won't.
Yeah.
No.
I'll put money
I'd bet my life insurance on it.
I would too.
I don't trust Purdue, and I don't trust Houston.
I don't. I trust
Alabama.
Houston more than Kansas.
No.
Kansas is probably the only one I trust, but I don't think they make it.
I tell you what, though, I was talking about how I was shocked Kansas.
I don't
won.
like Kansas.
Kansas shocked me. I didn't know they had 17 Q1 wins this year.
I mean, the damn coach is in hospice.
That's really.
He just got a new heart valve.
Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
Borderline hospice.
Well, I don't think they'll need it.
And got beat by 30 by Texas.
I think he can kick back against Howard and watch that from the house.
I mean, look, if Arkansas gets hot in the West, right? Arkansas can take down.
They can
Kansas.
get them all they want.
Well, let's focus on the South right now.
All right,
we'll
go
get there.
South. All right.
We'll get
So look, just the South. If
Maryland, West Virginia is just a weird game to me.
And it's
Man.
one that people
And it's
keep
batting
talking
lead
about,
off.
but they don't know.
Yeah, it's batting lead
It's
off.
a leadoff game, yeah. 11-15, I believe, Thursday.
I'm going with the Scott Van Pelts of Maryland.
That's who I'm going with,
I
too.
am too.
That's who I'm picking.
Why?
too.
I don't know.
But
And
I
let us.
no, I think I went
before
West
we go
Virginia.
too far into this, I don't know anything about this year. I've watched very little college basketball. I've studied the bracket about 5 hours today. I feel like I know everything. So, I mean, everything that I'm saying, I've never seen these guys play.
I'm just going off. I'm just going off mid majors gambling on Wednesday night at 10:30.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna notice Ty loves the West Coast teams. UNC
true.
Santa Barbara. We better watch out.
Ty's all in on Utah States and Southern Utah.
Grand
People
Canyon.
really like Utah State, by the
Love
way.
'em.
Oh,
They
I know.
really like them.
They are
No,
high, which always scares me. But usually those teams that
Nevada made it as an at-large.
Yeah,
I'm like,
They
why?
sure did. The MWC had 2. They had 3.
Boise's in it, too, yeah.
Yeah.
Utah Tech should have been in there.
The school that I didn't know existed until about 3 days
Utah
ago.
Tech, yeah.
San Diego State, Charleston, and then Virginia, Furman. That's the
I-
weirdest part of the bracket, probably, in my opinion.
I do not trust Virginia, and
no, you're not.
I mean Furman. Dude, Furman could do it. Furman can shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Furman can shoot.
Charleston's over here at like 31-3 on the year, playing San Diego State.
That freaking San Diego State. Every year in this tournament, they seem to show up
Oh,
and
yeah.
win a game or two.
Yep.
Every year.
Well, last year they were the 12th seed, right?
And they won a couple.
I think
yeah.
12th seed last
I think
year.
they made it Sweet 16 last year.
Yep.
That San Diego.
Who's their coach? Because he's doing a good job.
He's really old. He's been there for years and years and years.
So there's no promotion lined up.
No,
That sucks.
No, he's been there for a long time. He's kind of built that program.
But Charleston was a team that at one point in the year was ranked, and I mean now they come in as a 12 seed, and that really feels low, honestly. They could probably be more of an 11, but I mean San Diego State's a rough draw. If we could be getting a San Diego State Virginia matchup where the score is like 45-40.
Absolutely, it's good.
And yeah, that'll be an absolute freaking rock fight.
It'd be a grind though.
It would be. It would be. But that'd be the kind of grind that it's fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because those two styles of teams are just
complete. Yeah. I think Virginia can make a little run. I know people.
Yeah.
I just have that feeling that they could. And I kind of root for them because of a Louisiana guard there.
But at the same time, you wouldn't be shocked if they lose
No,
game one.
absolutely not. No.
That's how I feel about so many of these teams. Furman's over here 46% from 3.
Jeez.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
For the year?
Yeah,
Holy.
46% of field goal. Oh no, my bad. 46% of the shots they shoot are from three.
Oh, I'm about to
A little bit different.
That's legendary.
Yeah.
Points per game, like it says, 82 points. I mean,
Top 10 points per game in the country.
That is high.
I don't care what conference you play in. That's a lot of points.
If the shots are falling, Furman, man.
And I don't care what kind of defense you play, like Virginia does.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're open and you're going to be hitting 40-something%, I mean, you're going to win.
Yeah, and Furman doesn't have the defense, so it'll be a battle of can Furman's offense do something against Virginia's legendary defense.
I can't wait to gamble on all this. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start at.
I mean, I'm going.
I'm so excited.
I'm going San Diego State and Virginia there, but I would not be
game.
shocked if it's Charleston and Furman. That's how it is.
And then, of course, everybody wants to have one bracket that does awesome, right?
Yeah.
But if you have multiple brackets and you're just playing you're playing the odds, well, you want to have a 12 beating a 5 for the points.
Oh, you've got to have one.
Yep. I mean, it happens every year.
Yeah.
It's just
You're
finding
guaranteed one.
Yeah.
I think 33 of the past 35 years it's happened.
Wow. I didn't know it went that far back. Wow, that's impressive.
That's a random number I saw. It might be for a totally different stat, so don't trust that.
He just pulled two numbers out of his head.
I saw something about 33 and 35 today.
Might be for the women's tournament.
No, the women's are chalk every year. Next up, we've got Creighton, NC State, which is a fascinating game in my opinion.
Yeah.
Creighton's really good. Like, many people say they could be a type team to make a Final Four run. 4:00 game on Friday. Or 3 o'clock our time, TNT.
So I started watching a lot of college basketball early in the season, about the first month or so. I was all in. And I watched Creighton 2 or 3 times, and they were actually like a top 5 ranked team in the country. And they beat – it was a big name.
Is McDermott
UConn?
still there?
Yeah.
Or did he leave? He's still there.
Coach.
UConn?
It might have been UConn, yeah. And I was like, man, this team looks like they're actually going to make a run this year. They had that feel. And I know they kind of slumped off a little bit.
They had some injuries.
And so I'm like, but Creighton's a team that could be a
Well, look at their.
I have them making a run.
Yeah.
Their schedule right here. UConn they've beat and lost to. Texas lost by 5.
Real quick, sorry to cut you off. Which November is a season ago.
Oh yeah,
it is. Yeah.
But
Duke was like a top team in the country.
They beat Arkansas.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's
the game I watched.
Yeah,
I watched
by 3.
They beat Arkansas. They lost by 2 to Arizona.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you that.
Lost by 5 to Texas.
Played good against
Yeah.
the Chris Beard, Texas.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they started out the year. I was like, "Oh, this team looks for real."
Well,
I didn't know they had injuries.
Looking at their notable
They're
results.
11th in BPI.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
That's
tough to be that high.
Yeah.
Essentially, a team that you look at as a mid-major.
Coming from a conference like that. That's right. Yeah.
Here's the team summary. This is the first sentence. Don't call them a sleeper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At all.
UConn 4 seed, right?
I mean, they're
Texas,
a power now.
Texas 2 seed, Arizona 2 seed, Marquette 2 seed, Xavier 3 seed, Arkansas 8 seed,
Underseeded 8.
Yes.
Providence 11 seed, but I mean, people think they can play with Kentucky. Arizona State's in the tournament,
and they beat all of them.
That's teams that that's tough.
And that they played if nothing else. They're ready. They're coming ready.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the Big East had an argument for the best conference this year.
Absolutely. And Creighton is like, they're not Doug McDermott Creighton anymore.
No.
They're a basketball school.
No, they're
a perennial power.
Yeah.
And that big guy they got's really good too.
Yeah, Kalkbrenner.
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
They also had the guy Baylor Shireman, I believe, who's from South Dakota State. Hey, look on the screen, LaFonso Ellis, Creighton in the Elite 8. You remember, Chance? He got down to Creighton and Duke in the offseason when he was transferring.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They also have Alex O'Connell from Duke, actually.
When I was talking to you and Stacy about it, and I got told it ain't gonna matter if he's not picking Duke, he's not good enough to be an impacted player.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be a great game. NC State's, I mean, they've had a good year playing in a weak ACC, but still, and it's ACC.
Guys,
you got to respect it a little bit.
Do you remember the ACC was like the SEC in football?
That was 2 years ago.
No.
Yeah, it's amazing how
Last year
they have. I mean, they
last
have
year.
completely.
Last year they had 4 teams in the Elite 8.
we were sitting there at
And
walk-ons.
two in the Final Four.
We were sitting there at walk-ons the other night after we went to the championship games, and AJ was with me. And I was like, we was watching the Virginia. I don't remember. It was
Virginia Duke.
Virginia Duke,
yeah.
probably.
We were sitting there watching
ACC
it,
championship.
and I was
Duke
like,
won.
I said, just like, wait, Virginia wasn't the one seed? Who was the one seed? He said Miami.
Miami.
I said,
Yeah.
wait, what? Miami was the one seed? I said,
They all beat up each other
hey,
this year.
Yeah, I mean
Because North Carolina
Miami
fell off a cliff.
smoked Duke at home.
At home, yeah.
Yeah, big bet.
Yeah, at Miami. They beat
Yep.
the heck out of Duke,
Heck.
but then Duke beat them
just
in a
amazing.
neutral
'Cause,
site.
I mean, they were the SEC in football. Like, the basketball conference was like the conference you want to be. And
that was also, but that was also before or during the little stretch where they had like Louisville, right?
Well, they lost all these coaches. They
That's
lost
true.
Patinos. They lost Roy Williams. They lost Coach K. They've lost
Boeheim now.
Boeheim, yeah.
Boeheim.
Well, he used to be ACC as well.
Who?
Louisville.
Well,
He's still ACC.
They didn't switch to Big East.
No,
No.
they went from Big East.
They
to
can't go
ACC.
back because they have football.
Okay.
Yeah,
They won't let them back
Big
in.
East is off.
Didn't Louisville go though?
No,
They're ACC.
They're still in the ACC.
Louisville lost
Really?
prostitutes.
They're American for football.
and call
It's true.
According to Dickie V, that he did not do any of that. Didn't know anything about that. But
Another story for another day.
but yeah, I mean,
Maybe I'm thinking of UConn. They moved back to
No,
the Big East.
yes,
from
UConn.
They left
American.
American.
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
And dude, the Big East, you had ACC Big East.
That was the basketball like
Yep.
that, and I
That's
used
it.
to love those conference tournaments, especially
Ooh,
the Big
Big
East.
East
Kimba.
tournament.
In Madison Square.
Cardiac Kimba.
Yeah,
Dude,
like,
I remember where I was at during Kimbo Walker's.
that run
That
he
run.
won.
What a time, man.
Every time I see
And who was
UConn in
the
the
guy
tourney,
2
I have to
years
make
after him? Shabazz Napier?
dude.
Shabazz
Napier.
Napier
And
and
then-
Ryan Boatwright.
And then you had
right. Yep.
and then before Kimbo Walker, you had the white guy for Syracuse for that run. Was it
Oh, the shooter.
Sycamore?
I don't know him.
Or
Oh,
Nick
dude,
Stauskas.
no, that was
That's
Michigan.
Michigan.
God, what was his name?
but
I don't
you had a
remember.
white dude for Syracuse.
Because they
that
try
was-
to like clone him every year. They'd bring another white guy in to play his position. And
They
he
had
would never
Tyler
work.
Ennis at one point. He was a part of a big run, I believe.
He was
Michael
mixed,
Carter
though.
Williams.
Yeah.
It was close to that Michael Carter days,
Yeah.
so it was right in there when he played. God, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's just amazing. I mean, now it's Big 12. And
Big
SEC.
12 has honestly been it.
But this is also just 1 year that this happened. Give it
well,
time.
but no, but think of
This is the down year.
Think
Look
of
at
the
the coaches,
championships
though.
the past couple years.
Yes, look at the coaches, though.
Look who everybody has in the Final Four.
They making a lot of bad hires.
Duke's not making out the round one.
Look at who everybody's got in the Final Four.
Well, hey, if
Yeah, but that's one. Like, I mean, like I don't.
Saints just
Let-
lost
let's-
Caden Ellis to the Falcons.
I love to hear that.
of course. Well, look,
Everybody we've lost has gone to division.
Hey, good. Hey,
Well,
we
that's
cleared up more cap space tonight. We're okay.
When you hire a coach like that, I mean,
The DC, yeah.
he's going to bring those guys in. God, Ellis played well for us.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
if we keep this
We might
pace
not
up,
win
we're not going to finish this bracket until after the tournament is done.
That is
NC
true.
State though they've got a good backcourt that can score. So you think Creighton's going to win that, but it wouldn't be a complete shock if it's the other way. Baylor, UC Santa Barbara. Baylor's probably going to win, but UC Santa Barbara's always going to be tough.
I'm usually a Baylor guy because
I ain't heard nothing about them this year.
They don't impress me. I've watched
They've
them
been
a couple
they've been.
times.
I think they've lost to Iowa State 3 times.
Yeah, they just don't look that good.
I would be happy with Santa Barbara. I
Yeah.
would feel good picking Santa
I
Barbara.
feel, but it makes me feel really good about picking Creighton to meet that Sweet
no,
16.
All right, so
Absolutely.
not to go down this rabbit hole, but Santa Barbara upset Creighton, and then you would feel almost good upset Santa Barbara over Creighton.
So you're thinking?
I mean, it wouldn't be a complete shock.
they're the team.
And-
that
and-
makes
They
the
could be, but at the same time, they could lose.
Cinderella
Baylor could beat them
ride.
by 20.
Yeah, yeah. It just depends on who gets hot.
Next spot, Missouri, Utah
Don't trust
State.
Missouri.
Really weird game.
Don't trust.
I don't either.
Missouri got hot in SEC tournament. At the
Utah
end.
State also is a very good offensive team, I believe.
I will say Missouri had a good regular season.
Oh, they did.
They
They
did.
I mean, it's not like they just made a run in the tournament all of a sudden. They've been playing well for a while now.
Yeah, Utah State's one of the best offensive teams in the nation. You love seeing junior guard, senior forward, stuff like that. I mean, that's what makes these little underdogs.
That's March Madness.
Well,
Yeah.
Utah State's been in the tournament a couple of years too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like their first appearance in a while.
Yeah. Marcus Davenport to the Vikings.
Ooh,
1 year, $13 million. It's not a bad contract.
It's not a bad contract at all.
Prove it deal.
Wow.
Let him
Man.
enjoy.
And there's
That-
the Vikings signing somebody.
That
for you.
have Danielle Hunter on the other side. That's
Mhm.
not bad.
How many years was Davenport there? 3?
4. Or, yeah, 4.
What was that, UTSA?
Yep.
Yes. Arizona, Princeton's next. I don't think we.
I'm all for the Princeton Tigers.
I like Arizona. Arizona was my pick
I
last
know,
year,
I know.
but
I like Arizona.
I like Arizona there. Do we want to like kind of finish out the region before we move on, or just kind of give our picks for who we think's coming out?
I said we can just give our picks because if we do that, we could be a while if we
Yeah.
finish out the regions.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, who do we think is in the Elite Eight from there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My
Yeah.
opinion, I'm going Bama, and I mean, it's tough not to go the 2 seed Arizona, but it might be Creighton. I'm gonna go Bama Arizona though. Chance.
I'm trying to get to my bracket. I can't remember who I have.
All right. Somebody else.
Give me Virginia, Arizona.
Nice. A little diversity.
I had Bama, Arizona.
Dude, I want to go Bama, but I mean, if one game,
They're deadly.
if the threes aren't hitting for
If
Bama,
the cops call,
it's
what's the security going to be like at the
Is he
arena?
allowed to leave the state?
no.
Hold up, speaking of
look,
that-
look, he don't have any charges. He's
Speaking of
he's a
that,
free
the
man.
NCAA, they have some rule where if it's
Some
within
rule, they got
within 350
800 rules.
if it's within 350 miles from the location of your school, like the place you're going to, they charter your flight. Apparently, they changed it to 400 this year, and like 3 teams have been screwed because of that.
What was 50 extra miles?
I don't know.
to do with
I don't
it?
know.
Oh my god!
But there's, I think Charleston maybe they're like 370
Because their budget's so.
Oh yeah.
big.
So now they're going to pay for their own
Right.
flights. But NCAA will pay for the bus if they do that.
How nice
So-
of them.
Yeah,
I think
helpful.
is it Charleston to Orlando maybe? Would that be
Ooh,
would that be that long?
That'd be a hike.
Yeah. So yeah, screw you NCAA.
That's a
Forever,
decent
ever.
6-7 hour daggone
Yeah.
bus
Yeah.
ride.
All right, Ty, who'd you have?
Oh gosh, dog. I'm going Bama. I mean, Bama's just
Elite Eight.
they're
deadly.
Who's your other one?
They are deadly when they're
really
hot.
good.
I mean, but they got to
they're
stay
good.
hot. So Bama
Good.
They're good.
and let's go.
UC Santa Barbara?
No, not that deep.
Princeton?
I hate to be that guy, but gosh, dog. 1-2. Bama,
Yeah.
Bama, Arizona.
It's hard not to.
Bama, Arizona.
All right. Chance, who'd you have? Bama, Arizona.
Bama, Arizona. Yeah.
All right. Next, we'll go east. We can go down. Purdue. Purdue's going to win. Memphis, FAU. Very interesting
FAU,
game.
baby. Conference
That's going to be
USA
an
all the
awesome
way.
game.
Give me a Florida Atlantic.
I got
Owl
Memphis
shirt.
there.
And it's an 8:20 Friday night tip on TNT. It's going to be a really fun one to watch.
Good time.
Yeah. I was really excited to see that time. Both good teams. Feels like Hardaway's kind of gotten it figured out a little bit at Memphis.
Yeah. They're
Like,
rolling right
He's
now.
settled down finally.
They're rolling right now.
Yeah.
That's who I got. I got
It
Memphis.
feels like he's finally. He was so big trying to get those big recruits and stuff.
Yeah.
And they weren't working out. And it's like, all right, let's get some guys in here that's a little
Well, and
less.
we saw last year they about took down Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Like whenever he's
No,
been
they
getting
should
there,
have.
they should have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever they've been getting there, the talent rises up, and he doesn't do a bad job coaching.
No.
Like I mean, he's doing a good job, a lot
They're-
more than people think. It feels like
they're in that side of the bracket where, like, I
Yeah.
can see them beating Purdue.
they could go
Like,
Elite
I-
Eight.
Yep,
yeah, I
yep,
don't.
yep.
I mean, they could make a little run to
Yeah,
the Elite Eight.
easily.
Yeah.
That's actually a very popular pick.
Oh, is it? I
Right
didn't
now
think
is
that one,
Memphis to
really.
beat Purdue,
That 8-1 is sneaky every year.
Yes.
It is.
especially with a team that feels like they're kind of underseated with
I
Memphis.
mean, they probably have the higher.
I mean, they
the
just
higher
beat
recruits
the
in Purdue.
heck out of Houston.
Who's a 1 seed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like probably the number 2 overall seed.
Yes.
Well, and then you got
You know.
FAU, who's 31-3 on the year.
Yeah.
They're good. I mean,
I hadn't
Dusty
seen-
May is such
but
a good coach.
top
man.
40 in offensive and defensive efficiency.
But
That's crazy.
FAU, I mean, they've got to get hot.
Yeah,
I'm-
they're
if-
small.
If they're not hot,
So did they win the
My-
conference tournament?
They did.
Yes.
They beat
Yeah.
Jelly by 20.
My thing with them though is
They were making it regardless.
but dude,
Tech gave
Tech-
them
yeah,
2 good games.
Tech gave them 2
Well,
good
Tech
games.
gave
Tech
everyone
should have
a
beat
good
them at
game.
home at their place, and then they had them for basically almost the whole first 1.5 halves of the game.
The big changing factor to me is Kendrick Davis from Memphis, the guy from SMU, averaged like 20 a game last year for them. Now I think he's averaging 22 for Memphis. Whenever you have that guard, that's what you If you have a guard in March Madness, like that right there can do it.
That's kind of why I like them over Purdue. First of all, I don't trust Purdue. I've never have. They always seem to.
They always just
when your best player is a center, that's an issue.
7'4" guy,
a
little slow. Like I just
get
think
him in foul trouble. What you gonna do?
As long as you're just not severely undersized against them, then
dude, and he looks like he should have starred in the movie The Ringer.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. I see it. I can see it.
Ice cream. Who said ice cream?
Ice cream.
Yeah.
I didn't get no ice cream.
He scratched somebody's CD too, I bet.
Hey, look.
Good God.
I want to watch that movie now. Just
I know.
yes, that up.
So funny.
Can I give you all a rundown of my East bracket real quick? See what y'all think.
Yeah.
All right. So look, Purdue, Memphis.
Bubba.
Talking
about the Ringer, huh?
We need a sponsor.
Yeah. There you go.
So we got Purdue, Memphis, Duke. As bad as I don't want to do it because we HATE the Cajuns. We got ULL upset.
It feels like it, man. It does.
I love
nothing else. Take that 10.5 points.
I love the
crazy.
Flyers of Providence, but
Friars.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said Flyers.
No, a little
So
echo.
that's Dayton.
A little echo. That's what I said. Kentucky redeems their loss from last year, no
Do
matter
they?
what. Yes, they do.
Providence's best players from Kentucky transferred.
I get it, and I love Providence. Love
Ed
them.
Cooley, he does it.
I would rather have Calipari as a 6-seed team than a Calipari
high
as a
one.
1-seed
Oh yeah,
team.
no doubt.
Yeah,
dude.
Like he's
or like the year they were 8 and made it to the Final Four.
He's loving this moment right here.
Mm-hmm. And they're kind of playing good ball.
Yeah,
who'd they lose to in the SEC tournament? Was it Mizzou?
Vanderbilt?
Mizzou or Vandy?
It wasn't
I thought it was one of
A&M.
them. Was it A&M?
It was A&M, I think.
I couldn't tell you.
I was watching high school basketball all weekend, so I
don't watch SEC basketball.
Oh, Kentucky lost to 1 second. Don't know. Okay.
But you look at their bracket and you're like, not a lot of big schools there that they could be scared of. If they get on a
Vandy.
run. Was it Vandy?
Mm-hmm.
Vandy got
because it was
hot.
like the second time in 9 days or something.
Stackhouse.
Yeah. They didn't make it, did they?
Keep going, Ty.
No.
Oh,
That
okay.
sucks for them, man.
Yeah.
They had a good end to the year.
They did have a good run.
Yeah.
Good run.
You had Kentucky.
I'm going to Montana State.
Whoa.
Yes.
Woo.
I watch a lot of them.
That's a bold
What's
pick.
their mascot, Ty?
It is maybe Cougars. It is
It looks like something like Bobcat.
yeah, Cougar, Bobcat, something like that.
I'll give it to you. Yeah.
But they when they're hot, they're hot.
All right. Are they
Cougars are hot.
shooting team? Or?
Yes.
Shooting team.
They
yes.
are a shooting team.
They were
They
in it
are.
last year, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
They have hit a lot.
K-State's
of
good, though.
half overs. Them and another team.
So bet the over for that game.
Yes. I don't know too much
Are
about
you betting
Kansas
over
State.
or the win here?
First half over.
Kansas
for sure.
State has the
First
guy
half
that
over.
Kansas
First
State
half
has the
over.
guy that about died at Florida. So that right there is bonus points.
Oh, I'm glad he didn't die.
Yeah.
Terrible story.
Y'all remember that? The guy that collapsed? Keontae Johnson?
Johnson.
Yeah.
He averages like 20 for them now.
Trojans.
Okay. Over the Spartans?
Yes.
Ooh, over Izzo.
Over January,
Yes.
February,
Izzo's
Izzo.
Yeah.
hard, man.
I mean, if
They don't have a Mobley brother left, do they?
No, finally. No, they're all gone.
and then let's go the fighting Sean Millers of Marquette.
Not going with the
You mean
Shaka Smart.
Shaka Smarts.
Yeah,
Sean Miller's at Xavier?
that's right. Same
Not going the
conference.
Catamounts
Same
of
conference.
Vermont.
Dude, Vermont can score too. Place a little wager on them throughout the year. But
In my opinion, I'm going Purdue, Memphis, or Roberts.
Oh, a shot at the brother there.
ULL. right back with it. Kentucky, Kansas State, Michigan State, Marquette.
Okay.
Oral Roberts, Abeness isn't as big of a factor in my opinion.
I wouldn't be shocked if Duke lost. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
but
be shocked.
Whenever I was like, the small schools like that, they never have size. Duke has what? How big Lively?
7'2".
7'2". Filipowski's like what? 7 foot.
6'11".
Yeah. Oral Roberts has a 7'5" kid that transferred from Arkansas.
Oh, that's where he went?
Yeah.
He's like 180 pounds,
Yeah,
maybe.
but he plays, and
shoot it.
he's their second best player. Like
Yeah.
he's played well all year.
I was wondering where he went. Huh.
He's at Oral Roberts.
So he's not a paint presence?
No, heck
Oh,
no.
then put Filipowski
But-
on
He
then.
plays outside.
But having just that height,
He will play in that, but he's not.
He
having
ain't
that
going to play
height
on
can
Derek
change
Lively.
something.
Derek Lively is the best defensive center in the NCAA.
He could.
He's averaging 7 blocks a game.
He would start in an
7?
Arkansas game,
He's averaging a lot of blocks. Yeah.
and they would pull him out in the Arkansas game when it got like a big man team. He
Yeah.
couldn't handle that. He's little, dude. Like he's the size of Mike Stan. I'm not. He's bones. Yeah.
Somebody, I saw it on Twitter or somewhere. They were like the South, or not the South, the East. The East is set up perfectly for a name to come out.
Yeah.
It's set up for Duke, Kentucky, or Michigan State to come out of, they think.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7.
They're saying that they put all the weakest 1, 2, 3, 4s in there. I think it was Brandon Walker, actually. And he was like, it's set up for a name.
Like honestly,
I will say
It felt like the tourney director knew what they were doing.
Like by naming Kentucky 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Michigan State 7.
This has to be probably
Duke
the
5 when everybody thought they were going to be a 4.
the weakest Izzo team I've seen in a while.
yeah, but still he'll get it out
it's
of
Izzo.
him.
It's Izzo, yeah. But like he never got hot. Like usually they'll start winning 8, 9 in a row, and he never got that this year out of
Very
him.
under the radar team.
Yeah,
for some
But
reason.
with like the Elite Eight in this, it wouldn't be surprising if
The Bobcats out of Montana State.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
It might be a little too much. But I mean, Purdue, Memphis, Duke, honestly, Oral Roberts. I wouldn't be shocked if they make an Elite Eight run because they could meet up with Memphis maybe if Memphis takes down Purdue. Oral Roberts versus Memphis, Sweet 16. Like,
But
that's not out of the realm of possibilities. I don't think.
I know, but the possibility of, I mean, if FAU got hot
Yeah.
and they're just draining threes on Purdue,
Yeah.
I mean, everything's screwed right there.
Yeah.
And I know I don't know. I just like to think
That bracket's going to be very tough.
And look, if ULL upsets Tennessee, bam, right there.
Is Tennessee's point guard out for the tournament?
Ziegler, he's out for the year. Yeah, he tore his ACL. I
If
believe.
he was healthy, that would be a team
Yeah.
I could see come out of that bracket.
Yeah.
Because they're a good ball club. I've watched them 2 or 3 times this year. I didn't know he was out for the year though. Golly.
I'm going bold. USC over Michigan State. USC over Marquette.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Write
picks
that
for the
down.
Purdue. I mean, for the Elite Eight, I'm going. I think I'm going. I don't know. I'm going Marquette at the bottom, but up at the top, that's probably my least favorite part of the bracket. I don't know. I could see Purdue, Memphis, FAU, Duke, or Roberts, or Tennessee making the Elite Eight.
So 7 of the 8 teams.
Everyone but ULL or the 16 seed. Yeah, that's so weird. But I'll go Purdue. Just give me 1, 2 again.
Give me Marquette, either Memphis or Duke.
I'm trying to see what I even put in my bracket.
Give me Marquette and Duke. Because I feel like if Memphis makes it to the Sweet 16, that's going to be a pretty good run for them. And
Yeah.
I feel like talent eventually will take over if Duke has to play them over
Now, a
Memphis.
Purdue Duke game would be good.
And see, whenever they were doing the bracket reveal Sunday, this was the last bracket. And Duke hadn't been named yet. I was like, okay, Duke is definitely going to be in this. What 1 seed has not been in there? And I was like, oh, my God, it's probably going to be Purdue. And I started licking my chops.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking, okay, Derek Lively can shut down Zach Edey.
No one can
issue.
shut him down.
He can control him enough where he ain't going to dominate the game.
Yeah.
I can say that with the clearest of consciences. And so I was excited. I was like, oh, Duke's going to be the 4 seed down here with Purdue as the 1. We'll play them in the Sweet 16 or Elite 8, whatever, or Sweet 16 to get to the Elite 8. I was like, man, that feels like a really easy road. Then I find out we're the 5, and I'm like, okay, same difference basically, you know. But I got Duke and K-State. I got Kansas State.
Okay. I think K-State's
I'm not.
really
Yeah,
good.
I like K-State pick. I do.
Their coach has been like one of the best coaches in America this year.
He's been a good coach for years, really.
Is it? It's not Bruce Weber still, is it?
Yeah.
No,
It is?
no, it's not.
Did he retire last
It's a
year?
new guy. It's in his first year.
Oh.
It's a black guy. I know that doesn't help, but
All right.
I really narrowed it down.
Yeah.
Update
on the Caden Ellis contract. 3 for 21.
Light skin, dark skin. I don't know.
Only
He's
11
light
guaranteed.
skin. He reminds me of Ed Cooley.
We could have paid that.
We could have paid that.
We could have paid
I
that.
like that contract. Yeah.
We could have paid that. All right. Anything else about this region?
Jerome Tang.
Oh yeah, I know that name.
Oh yeah, he was an assistant at Baylor.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I got Purdue Marquette.
Yeah, same here. 1-2-1-2 so far for me. I hate it, but
Shame on you.
it's just what I feel.
I know.
I think I get crazy on
I
the other
hate being
side.
cliche like that, but
Let's go.
Other side, it gets crazy, and
Yeah.
once you get to the east,
Let's go to the Midwest.
Or not the east, the west.
We're going Houston up top. Northern Kentucky. They've been here a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Houston's going to win. Iowa, Auburn.
I can see a Houston losing.
You think Houston could lose to who? Northern Kentucky?
Northern Kentucky.
Uh-oh.
I can see Bruce Pearl making a little run.
You think?
I got Auburn. I got Auburn right there.
Yeah.
I've got Iowa.
And you know what? My hatred for Iowa football bleeds into this.
You hate Iowa basketball?
I hate Iowa football.
They're like, but Iowa basketball is like the different.
I know.
They're crazy offense.
But look, like Peyton said, dude, Bruce Pearl, baby.
Yeah. I could see him making a little.
And dude, what was that last year or the year before when they were number 1 all year?
Last year.
Yeah.
With Jabari Smith, Walker
Jabari
Kessler.
Smith, yeah.
And then they lost round 2.
And don't worry, they'll be back next year. Their recruiting class coming in this year's salty.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going Iowa there, though. And
Miami.
Then this is a tough one. Miami Drake.
I love the Drake, like Seinfeld.
Drake is a really tough team. Really good shooting. That feels like Drake always does.
Always can shoot. Yeah.
The oldest. Hold up. Wait. Yeah.
Dude.
Starting 5. Average age is 23.
What I love. What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now.
And what I
All
love
grad
about
transfers.
what I love about this matchup is it's the 1-12-5 seed nobody's talking about.
Yeah.
So that's the one that
it's the only. This and Oral Roberts are like I think the 2 I'm picking.
Yeah.
I'm going Drake here. Yeah, 23-year-old is the average for the starting 5. They have a 20-year-old who's the youngest player, player of the year, 39% 3-point shooter.
Ooh.
White, obviously.
Ooh.
That always helps. Point guard, 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. It feels like Miami's been a little bit overrated, and now
the fact I didn't know they're the 1 seed in the ACC tournament. I mean,
yeah, and they did it last year when they were underdogs. Now they're not the underdogs. I just don't think they're that good. Or
But
that
it's
kind
still
of
Jim
team.
Larinaga.
I like their coach.
It's still Jim Larinaga.
Yeah,
I know.
It's
But Drake,
hard to go
I haven't
against
seen
him.
Drake's name in a while, so it feels like it's their time to come in
But
and make
he's a
cause
lot
some
like
chaos.
Musselman. You know, he always puts together a run.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be shocked at all if they just.
Like I wouldn't be I wouldn't be shocked if they lost, but I also wouldn't be shocked if they give Houston everything they want in the Sweet 16.
Or you got 23-year-olds playing like that's grown
Seasoned,
men out
baby.
there, seasoned experience.
Mm-hmm.
They're not scared. They're not intimidating. I mean,
Miami goes deep. Miami goes deep, and just saying this, I hate to skip ahead.
Miami
but
don't have size though. Drake actually has more size in Miami. You don't see that with the smaller schools.
No, you don't.
Miami goes deep. Mississippi
I'm
State
going
wins,
Drake there.
2. Mississippi State beats Iowa State as well.
Yeah, Indiana, Kent State though. I don't really know much about Kent State. Indiana's really good.
Shout out Mike Woodson.
Yeah.
Oh, I
People
forgot about that.
laughed at that hire.
He turned around that. Yeah. He helped his reputation, and then he's done a good job in Indiana.
Kent State's star point guard is named Sincere Carey. All right, Kent State might do an upset.
I mean, I could see
I'll
it.
change it. I like the name.
Side note: Kent State has a phenomenal golf team.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
really good. Like
They've
national
also-
champion contended type golf team.
Huh.
Yes, they're good.
Lost to 5 at Houston. Lost by
5-5.
7 at Gonzaga. Lost by 2 at Charleston. That's tough. That's tough.
That's 2 good losses.
Yeah. And Charleston, that's a good
Well,
loss as well.
You can't advance in the tournament on moral victories.
That's true.
That's true. I'm going Indiana there. Iowa State, Mississippi State / Pitt. I think whoever wins that playing game beats Iowa State.
I like that.
I'm pulling for Capel. I really am.
Mississippi State, I don't hate to pull for either.
Fighting Doug
I heard they are
baby.
not good though. I've heard like they are terrible. Yes.
I don't know.
Like I've heard that they're borderline not good.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
They played pretty decent.
You gotta have an 11, one of those play-in teams making a little bit of a run.
Yeah.
There.
I'll tell you
have to.
this.
I think it helps they play.
Whichever one of them comes out of the play-in game, get them money line first half.
Yeah.
That's how it always goes.
Oh yeah.
Every play-in
I like
team
that.
always plays well.
You get that written down, Ty?
I like
Like,
that.
I wouldn't go with the 16s or something like that, but the actual seeds, like the 11s.
Hey, but those
get them money
16s,
line.
you could take, maybe not against Bama, but maybe against Kansas, take the first half spread.
Yeah.
Or no, that wasn't a play-in
It
team.
was the
Never
Bama.
mind. Texas Southern, Fairleigh Dickerson versus Purdue.
Yeah, give me
That
give
first
me,
half spread will probably be like 15 points.
Give me the dick. I mean, I could see them coming out really hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming out hard. Coming out hard.
Hard.
Yeah.
But not for very long. Just for about a half.
Yeah,
About- that's a halftime.
That's what Ty hears all the time. All right.
Next up, Xavier, Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State's from, they're not SWAC, are they? No, that's
No.
Texas Southern.
No, Kennesaw State's in Georgia.
Aren't they HBCU, though?
Gosh,
No.
no.
Sure.
Yes.
1,000% positive.
I don't know.
They are from
think they're from
freaking Cobb
Kentucky.
County, Georgia.
What's that?
They're right down the road from the Braves Stadium.
Well, look, we're going to fighting Sean Millers of Xavier.
Absolutely. He's about to give the finger to the NCAA.
I
I
hope he
hope.
does.
I got them going deep.
I hope he does.
Going balls deep, baby.
Him, Will Wade, give
Georgia.
all of them give them the middle finger.
Georgia,
too.
Kennesaw State, good shot chance.
Thank you.
No.
I only know that because I would always have to look up the Braves' weather on my phone, and Cobb County was not on the app, so I had to look up the next big city. It was Kennesaw. It's right down the road from there.
They're not an HBCU.
No,
I
they're not.
told you they're not.
They're not.
They're close.
They're in the whitest part of Georgia.
They're close.
Yeah, they played. I want to say they were in like one of LSU's baseball regionals a couple years ago.
I follow a guy on TikTok that plays football for them and college golf.
Really?
Yeah, his name's Evan Thompson.
That's
He
cool.
just played a qualifier for the PGA Championship the other day.
Never heard of her.
Dude is jacked, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably like a linebacker,
Yeah.
if I had to guess. But he's really good at golf too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of the first when they came to play LSU's regional tournament. I was like, man, I don't know ever even know where that school's from. I looked them up when they came.
Yeah, they
What conference are they in, Clay? Did you figure
About
that
to
out?
look. Looking that up.
No, I was looking up if they're an HBCU, and they're not.
yeah, I know they're not.
When I saw the baseball team, I knew they weren't.
I'm over thinking about this white golfer.
Yeah.
They have a golf team.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if no, hold on, real
And it
quick.
ain't no
J.R.
Tiger
Smith?
Hoods.
J.R. Smith played at NC State.
Howard's not at HBCU?
They are.
Listen,
They are?
Yeah.
Kennesaw State, their most famous alumni. If you are a big fans of Extreme Makeover Home Edition, Mr. Ty Pennington.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
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 What a waste of a college degree.
Yeah.
What about that conference, Ty?
Oh yeah. Let's get on that conference. I want to say
Atlantic Sun.
their school colors are black and gold. We
Sun.
gotta go for them.
Boom. Let's go.
Go.
Who usually comes out of there? Liberty.
Jacksonville State.
Lipscomb,
Oh, is that
Stetson, Eastern Kentucky.
Lipscomb knows.
Ryan-
They're
Lipscomb
always in the
does.
tournament.
Ryan Perley, right? Jacksonville.
Yeah. They're coming to the Conference USA.
You know who the coach is at Jacksonville State right now?
Florida Gulf
Rich
Coast is
Rod.
in this.
He left ULM.
Florida Gulf
Yeah,
Coast
he-
is?
yeah.
That makes sense.
He bled ULM
Yeah.
of coaches when he left.
Where's Belmont at this year?
They're not in it.
Wow, they aren't in it this year.
I feel like they've been in it a couple years in a row now.
Yeah.
And Bucknell.
Yeah.
Butler.
Butler.
Oh yeah.
Butler's
Wow.
not in there.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
That train's probably.
I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, "What's the most what if moment in college history?" And it was, "What if Gordon Hayward's shot
Hit
went
that
in?"
shot.
Oh,
Like, what is Butler like right now?
Is Brad
Brad
Stevens
Stevens
leaves then?
Or does Brad Stevens become like?
the new Coach K and builds Butler up to like Duke.
No,
Yeah.
I don't see that
don't-
happen.
yeah.
He would outgrown this place way too quickly.
Or would he have made it his place?
I don't know. I wish somebody would ask him that now because I think sometimes he probably wishes he would have just stayed.
He still loves Butler more
Yeah.
than anything. It seems like.
Made him kind
he
of.
loves being in
The man.
charge and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
the HN.
What a crazy shot that was, though. I still remember that moment.
Kyle Singer didn't close out quick enough at half court.
And old Zubac
yeah, 55.
missed the free throw, right?
Yeah,
We were watching that in my bedroom.
we were.
Yep. I don't know why. I remember it
moment.
vividly.
You were probably going to bed because it was late night.
Yeah.
Because you would have been 10 years old. Yeah, you were going to sleep.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, go Xavier there, though.
And you were probably bad-mouthing me, say, "Oh, Duke's about to lose it. Duke's about to lose it."
Yeah, probably. Next up, A&M Penn State.
Gig 'em.
Penn State.
Gig 'em.
Penn State might make a run
Gig 'em.
Somebody made a comment. Why does the NCAA hate Texas A&M?
because they don't play real schedules. Their non-conference schedule is like pitiful,
Really?
like
Terrible.
awful. Yeah, and it was that same way whenever Papa played there, and I watched all the games, playing Tarleton State and stuff like that.
I remember that.
But I
Yeah,
think
but they got Shaka Smart.
What?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
A&M can make a little run though.
Yeah,
I,
dude.
could
I don't
see
know.
it.
Seriously,
I think Penn State's got them.
Buzz Williams, man.
I think Penn State's got them. Penn State's got some shooters.
You want to make a little wager?
Yeah.
Small wager.
Yeah, Penn
Texas
State.
A&M, Penn State.
I'm taking Penn State.
$5.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
$5.
I got a bolder wager. I think Colgate beats Texas.
Ooh.
I don't trust Texas.
I think if we see a
Chris
15-2, it's Colgate.
If
All
Chris,
right.
if Chris Beard was
I like
there,
that.
I would trust him with the Final Four.
Colgate's third straight year making the tournament,
Yeah.
and their best player is a fifth-year senior. His fourth tournament, only time he didn't make it was COVID. Those are the kind of teams that scare people.
I like that.
Colgate, I'm taking Colgate. I'm not maybe not to win in my bracket because I don't want it to get screwed. I mean, Texas could make the Final Four, but Texas could also lose game one.
Texas could lose against
A&M or Penn State.
Texas had Final
A&M.
Four talent.
Yeah.
They had the team to make the Final Four run.
Dude.
If Beard was there, I would say yes. But
And don't you think the powers that be want A&M Texas second round?
That's true. That's true.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You dang right
absolutely.
they won't.
I mean,
Or
Where's
Texas,
that
Houston,
being
Elite
played
Eight.
at?
I don't remember where the Midwest was at.
let me see.
Because let me tell you, that
Somebody's
that will
playing
be
in Kansas City.
That would be a night primetime game on the weekend.
Is Houston playing at Kansas City?
I'm about to look.
Maybe.
That's the same bracket.
I think they're playing at Kansas City.
Okay.
So they might be playing a little bit south of there.
It's going to be a home game for Iowa.
Yeah.
You could get a Houston-Texas matchup, though.
That
The
bottom
Elite Eight.
half of that bracket is just
Kansas
so
City.
weird. It's Kansas City.
The Midwest.
That bottom half of the bracket's really just
I
weird
wish
to
I would
me.
have watched Xavier a little more to know. Cause,
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
Because they could.
I mean, because I want to go for them
Yeah,
just
me
from
too.
Sean Miller
Sean
and
Miller, yeah.
the fact that
Always
I don't think A&M's good. I don't think Penn State's good.
Penn State's got some shooters.
I'm with Clay. I can see Texas losing,
Colgate, baby.
but I could also see Texas just making it to the Sweet 16 or Elite 8 because there ain't nobody else.
Penn State
Yeah.
made
You
a
know?
little run last year, right? Didn't they win?
like
I didn't
they
know.
have recently.
I didn't know they were good at basketball until I saw the bracket
2
come out
years
last
ago.
night.
That coach took the job a couple years ago. He's made them somewhat relevant.
Yeah, I ain't got a clue.
But they also play some pretty bad teams in the Big Ten.
I can see this being 1-2 or 1-3.
Hey, I'm just saying, Colgate scores a lot of points most games when they're hot.
There we go.
And that's dangerous for an
I'm
upset.
telling you.
I mean, look, they
If there's going to be a 15-2, it's that one.
Colgate, 87 points, 77 93, 80.
And they're
80,
experienced.
85.
They lost one player from last year's team that made it to the tournament. Like, they've got it. Crap, Texas, what'd they do last year?
And then
I
Colgate.
think they lost round 1.
Colgate's Ivy League, right?
It was Princeton.
I knew that. Just making sure you knew that.
Yeah.
Good job.
Or was Ivy League a 2-bid league this year?
What is conference gold?
I don't know. It seems like they should be Ivy.
Yeah, it has an Ivy name.
Oh,
to
yeah,
it.
absolutely. And a logo. So who do we have in the Elite Eight here? I think I've got Houston and Xavier.
This is the bracket I don't like.
No.
Which one, the Kansas one or this one?
I've got Houston and Xavier.
It just feels like it's going to be 1-2 or 1-3.
Patriot League, by the way, Colgate.
Oh, okay. I will say it's fun seeing the teams like Xavier and Marquette, seeing them like kind of back.
Because
it's been a while.
Basketball schools,
yeah.
Man. Like that.
It feels good to see them at this stage again.
I think
Same with
Marquette.
UConn too. The tournament's always better when UConn's good.
Absolutely.
I mean, crap, Texas too. They used to be good. Indiana, all these schools being at this top. Creighton, and them being relevant again. Having them around makes college basketball good. Yeah, I'm going Xavier in Houston though.
Yeah, that's what I got. Mainly, I like I said, I can see it as Texas, but I'm pulling.
I really
for Sean
think
Miller.
Xavier makes it to the Sweet 16. I think that's an easy road.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I think Texas has a tougher road than Xavier.
I agree. Because I could see
Xavier and I want to say Auburn so bad.
Yeah, I feel you.
I
feel you,
Auburn
man.
So bad.
Go for it. It's March.
I feel you.
I'm going Auburn because I
March.
just don't know if I trust this. Houston made a run last year.
Kelvin
Final
Sampson,
Four.
though.
I know.
Yeah, and
That's
it's like,
Kelvin
can they do that 2
Sampson.
years in a row? Like, are they?
Dude, Kelvin Sampson's 98.
but he's one of the best coaches in
7'5".
college basketball.
And one of the best college players of all time.
Dude, I don't know what Peyton's going initially, but if he is, I'm going Auburn. Xavier.
I'm going Iowa to beat Auburn, so that's getting busted.
If we get A&M Texas in the round of 32,
I want that.
I can see Buzz Williams playing the heck out of the underdog card and the little brother card.
Dude, Buzz,
I can just see that. And I can see them just clamping Texas down.
I'm telling you, Buzz, they play this style where I can see them.
Like Texas
hard
is
to beat.
they're both pissed, I think.
Yeah.
I think both of them are equally pissed with the draw there for different reasons.
A&M, I believe, was 21 in the AP poll today, and they're a 7 seed.
Like, that's ridiculous.
21.
Ridiculous. Why do we have the AP poll then?
Wow.
You know?
That was one thing that I loved about Will Wade at LSU. He knew how to play this getting seeded well by scheduling non-conference teams.
Yeah.
He didn't schedule a lot of Power 5 schools, but he knew which small schools to schedule, who's going to get points at the end, because it's all a equation when it comes down to it.
I mean, they're 15th in the BPI.
And they're 7th.
I mean, they were second in the SEC.
Yeah. I mean.
4-1 versus top 25 schools.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, Buzz always makes little runs in the tournament. I mean, he's done it every school he's been. Even at Virginia Tech, he won a couple of games in the tournament with them one year. I mean,
they beat Bama, they beat Tennessee,
yeah.
They beat Arkansas 2 out of 3, they beat Auburn twice, Missouri twice, Kentucky lost by 9.
Ooh.
So
How are
two
they a
of
7
their
seed?
ranked wins were Missouri and Auburn. That doesn't really feel like a ranked win.
But they beat the number 1 overall seed. They beat a 4 seed. They beat Arkansas twice.
They beat Northwestern State by 12.
Yeah.
Well,
but
here's their non-conference.
Was
ULM.
that against the 9-arm team?
We got ULM game 1. Abilene Christian, Murray State, who they lost to, Colorado, who they lost to by 30. Grambling beat them. Loyola Chicago, who was the worst in their conference this year. DePaul, who hasn't been relevant in about 15. SMU. Boise State, who they lost to by 15. Oregon State, that's a football school. Memphis, lost to by 4. Wofford, lost to by 5. Northwestern State, Prairie View. And that was it.
I will say one thing, though. because scheduling
they caught fire in the SEC.
Yeah, but scheduling is usually done a year or two in advance. Some of those schools were surprised now.
Colorado was better.
Well, and you named a lot of
Oregon State made a run at one point.
Yeah, I mean, there was some
Wofford year after COVID.
Wofford's always in the tournament.
Murray State had a coach.
Yeah, I mean, like
SMU had a good player.
Yeah, and had a good little run there.
Loyola Chicago was good.
Yeah, so I mean, but yeah,
looking at it now, it's awful.
It's terrible, absolutely,
and it doesn't help that half of them they lost.
No, it doesn't.
But hey, man, you value January, February, and March a lot more than December and November.
I'm like Ty though. Give me that A&M Texas matchup. That's just going to be
everybody wants it.
Yes, absolutely.
Too bad
everybody wants it. Like everybody's ready to see.
It's going to be Colgate.
Danny Hurley versus Rick Pitino round 1.
Yeah.
Everybody's excited for it.
Let's
How
get
is
in-
that
let's
not
get into
prime
that.
time?
Yeah.
How is that 4 o'clock?
Is it 4?
4 o'clock.
Oh, that
3:30 on TBS on Friday.
God, that does.
How?
Wow.
Let's get into this though. Kansas Howard, Kansas, Arkansas Illinois. Very interesting game.
Pick Suey, baby.
There we go.
We'll pick Suey.
Yep.
You can't bet against Musselman.
I hate saying those words out of my mouth, but we'll pick Suey.
Arkansas, that just feels like the 8-9 that could upset the 1. Yeah. And the same with the Memphis, FAU, and Purdue. That would not be shocked if that 8 seed Arkansas is there in the Sweet 16.
I sound like a broken record, buddy.
Because he was supposed to have a better
year. And he's got the talent.
Yeah,
like that Nick Smith kid. He's he's probably a lottery pick.
5-star, yeah.
Yeah, but also last year I literally made a betting strategy that I didn't do but had thought about it to bet against Gonzaga and Kansas to win the championship, and Kansas won it. So
yeah,
Kansas will always find a way. It always seems like they do, but we'll see.
Sell for you.
Yeah, if he's alive. He's on hospice, though, Ty said.
Not this year. Not this year.
Dude, that's why they gave him a lifetime contract.
Probably the most interesting 5-12, 4-13 set right here. St. Mary's VCU, UConn Iona. St. Mary's people aren't going to believe in just because they're...
Well, they never see them play.
Yeah, unless they stay up till midnight. But they're white. They're tough. I don't know what else you can say about them.
They'll bring the lunch pail to work.
Absolutely, they will.
Watch a lot of film.
Yeah. They'll know everything about VCU.
Stay after practice and shoot.
I watched VCU play the A10 conference championship game yesterday. I'm picking VCU. They have a point guard. They have a point guard that can shoot.
I don't trust St. Mary's.
Yeah.
Just for entertainment purposes only from the past, I don't trust St. Mary's.
Then UConn versus Rick Pitino. I think UConn's just too good. UConn very likely is going to be in the Final Four, I think.
I watched Iona a couple of times. They just didn't really have an team that
they're just they have a coach.
Yeah, he X's and O's them to gets them to this point.
Yeah, it'll be a good game though, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Petita's gonna keep it close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll go UConn there. Then this is a weird one: the 6-11 TCU versus Arizona State and Nevada.
Yeah,
I don't know much about the Arizona State Nevada teams. Nevada being a at-large bid is very weird to me.
Last team in the tournament, actually.
Yeah, that just doesn't. I don't really know why they are. They seem like a team that if you hear they're in the tournament, it's because they won their conference. But maybe they're good. We'll see.
And the Martin brothers aren't there anymore.
That's very true. Yeah, they're both in the league. But my entire betting strategy will probably be based on that play-in. So I'm glad they're in that. Very glad they're not just like an actual 11.
Yeah, I want to watch that game. Yeah. Just kind of go off the pick. Yeah,
because I don't really know. I know Arizona State's played close with Arizona a couple times past couple weeks, but
what's their coach's name at Arizona State? Just went blank. He's done a good job with that program. He was he played for him.
I got you. I'll look it up.
Yeah,
James Harden.
He I mean, ever since he's been there, he's put him in the tournament.
Is it the other Hurley?
Hurley, yeah. That's it.
Sure, it's Bobby
Hurley. Yeah.
He was former March Madness great.
Yeah.
He's done a good job there. He's kept him.
Where was he at before Arizona State?
somewhere in the Northeast, right?
Because he played Danny.
Was he in Providence?
Buffalo.
Okay.
Buffalo?
Yeah, when Buffalo had their good run.
Golly.
Yeah, Buffalo beat Arizona.
Yep.
And
Buffalo.
then Buffalo hires Nate Oates, and look, he's done at Alabama. Man, Buffalo's
Buffalo's a
go get
program.
that coach.
That's the stepping stone,
right? That AD knows what he's doing.
Heck yeah. That AD's no longer there. I'll guarantee you that.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, having Hurley, that definitely changes my mindset.
He's been at Arizona State for 7 years.
Really?
Been there that long?
Yeah.
So when was he at Buffalo
15.
before it?
2015.
Yeah, 13 to 15.
Buffalo.
All right, that sounds about when that happened.
Because Oates has been at Bama for 4 years now.
That's
but he
crazy.
came from Buffalo.
And I mean,
Well, we got to think COVID was 3 years ago. So
I know this sounds a while ago, but I remember Wagner.
Yeah.
I'm sure he put I'm sure he put Wagner on the mound.
Probably.
Oh, wow, I do too.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen him in the tournament since. That's probably why.
Yeah, but TCU last year, they were kind of an underdog story. Played a really good game against Arizona. Good team. They lost their big man Lampkin, who I thought was like a stud for them, but apparently his best game ever was against Arizona when he had like 15 and 12.
Did the details ever come out on that?
Something about his mom texted the coach and said, he's not coming back.
He coached for his brother at Wagner and at Rhode Island. Bobby did.
Rhode Island, that's another school.
He coached.
Yep.
Danny was the head coach
And Rhode Island
at
had some
Wagner in
times, too.
2010 and 2012. That's where Bobby was. He goes to Rhode Island, and then 2 years later, Bobby gets a head coaching job.
Oh.
Dude,
So wait,
That's sweet.
you can't.
They could meet up though.
And you can't bet against a Jersey
Right?
guy.
Wait, where's the other one at now?
They'd have to be Elite Eight.
Yeah, because
He's at UConn, huh?
UConn, yeah.
Okay,
They're on opposite sides of the bracket.
but they're in the same side.
They're in the same region.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude,
It's
wouldn't
a-
that
would
be
be
something?
awesome.
It's an underdog story.
Hold on,
Wow.
would that be more? Hold on. Obviously the Super Bowl, but would that be more impressive than Harbaugh's Super Bowl? Or
dude, I mean,
Given the
in
the
this
seeds,
format,
yeah,
I mean, like that's because the
probably more rare.
the chances of them getting in the right bracket.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're
Making
right.
it.
Yeah,
about as rare as Duke, North Carolina Final Four.
yeah, that's right. No, that's true.
Once.
Very true.
yeah,
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about
So
it.
crazy.
They're good every year. They're there every year.
They always take turns, though.
They were never there
tournament.
together.
Yeah.
Like, either one would choke or one would just – and one would be really good or the other way
Lehigh
around.
Mercer, yeah.
Shut up.
Uh,
NIT. Duke has never played the
COVID.
NIT as long as
COVID.
I've been alive.
Y'all forfeited.
I don't recall there being a tournament in 2020.
Forfeited. You
Don't
in the
recall.
Ivy League.
Hey, everybody knows Duke is
Safety
a
and
very
protocol reasons.
Hey,
Yes.
Duke is a very liberal school. We all understand
What
this.
was Duke's record that year?
It was not good.
Who was even on the team?
We were catching fire.
No, y'all lost in like the first round of the ACC tournament.
I think that was Vernon Carey's year.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
He won Freshman of the Year.
Oh, that helped.
Yeah.
They were what year?
2019, 2020.
Since
No, it wasn't.
eternity ago.
That was Zion that year.
That was 2018, 2019.
All right, well, look,
about that team earlier.
All right, never mind.
can we go to
1920 was Wendell Moore, Vernon Carey, Matthew Hurt, Trey Jones. They were actually good. 2020, 2021, they were 13 and 11.
That COVID.
Oh, yeah. Who was on that team? Wendell Moore again, Roach, Mark Williams, Matthew Hurt, Jordan Goldwire, Joey Baker.
Yeah.
5 stars everywhere.
Yeah.
Coach K just didn't know what to do with talent.
Coach
All
K
right.
caught COVID.
Gonzaga and Grand Canyon.
Ty, give us an update on
Grand Canyon. Tell us about
Well,
it.
they have a school building.
No, Grand
gym.
Canyon.
They have a great atmosphere.
They can
They
play
do. They really do.
defense. Yes, great atmosphere. But going with the Mark Few, Gonzaga. What's
Is this their year?
I was just about to say, is this the year they win it all?
dude? What's the center? He's got a good mustache.
Drew Timmy.
Headband. Yes, Drew Timmy. Let's go, Drew Timmy. Skip over it.
Next,
Guarantee win.
Northwestern versus Boise State.
Shout out Chris Collins.
A weird pick here. I don't know anything about either of these teams.
First year in like 8
Yeah.
years, I think Northwestern's been in the tournament.
I believe I saw that Northwestern physically cannot score.
Always love to hear that.
Like Iowa football.
Yeah, they're the Iowa football of basketball.
Well, we're going.
But they play good defense.
Well, we're going the Broncos of Idaho.
Yeah.
Boise State.
We're going Boise State.
Ain't
I'm
Boise
with
State
that.
in
Via
Idaho?
Idaho. Yes.
Okay.
What
All
time is that game at?
That's right.
Probably like a late night. Yeah, 6:30 True TV on Thursday. Tune in.
Oh yeah.
Got to figure out that channel.
Oh, it's at
again.
the Kings Arena.
I ain't got a clue.
If you have dishes, $2.42.
I don't have dish.
They change it to 147 though during basketball season
Oh, that's right.
to keep it in the ESPN range.
Keep it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart.
By TBS and TNT.
Yeah, and then
And then everybody knows CBS.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Chance over there looking for it all night. Oh, there
Yeah,
it is.
dude.
last one.
Hopefully, those are always the bad games.
UCLA, UNC Asheville.
They won't put Duke on true.
UCLA.
Yeah.
It would just be a
I
complete
saw-
fluke if
Like 3 days ago, I saw so many posts and stuff about UNC Asheville being that underdog team, and then they probably draw the worst matchup of any two.
they're not. It is UCLA is going to the
Final
elite.
four.
Y'all remember
Elite Eight,
UNC
at
Asheville?
least.
Like it's probably 7-8 years ago.
Super tall dude,
They had that
7'7".
7'7",
Yep.
dude. Yeah,
I do. Uh-huh.
Number 50.
that was the first time I ever heard of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, very pretty campus.
Who we
They
got in the
actually
Elite
drove
Eight
through it
here?
one time.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. I meant. Oh man, I don't know if Gonzaga, UCLA. I don't know, but I know I have Arkansas Elite Eight.
Really? I'm
Oh,
going.
yeah.
I'm going UConn, UCLA.
That's what I got. UConn, UCLA.
Kansas, UCLA.
This is the
Chalk.
death region.
You're going Kansas?
I think so. Yeah.
Hardest region by a mile.
They've got some really good 3-4s. That Gonzaga and UConn, you could see.
They've got the best two. They've got the best four.
I mean, Pig Suey versus Bruins.
And they got the best three, possibly.
Yeah, I mean,
They got the
When's
best
the
2,
last-
3, and 4.
K-State,
the last-
Baylor, and Xavier.
When's the last time Arkansas hasn't been like in this elite?
The last 2 years, they made the Elite
And
Eight.
they got one of the most lethal 8 seeds.
Like I said, all night.
That's very talented. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then TCU, who did it last year, like Sweet 16 last year.
And it's been a good team all year.
And St. Mary's is really good at basketball.
yeah.
And VCU has done it.
They're known
They're
for
the name
basketball.
that you
Yeah.
see, and you're like, oh,
all the good coaches have come from.
yeah, yeah.
Will Wade, Shaka Smart.
VCU, Murray State, and Wichita State. Those are the three that stick out to me.
Yeah.
They're all the same school. If I see them, I'll get scared. Yeah, I'm going UConn, UCLA there. Who do we have for Final Four in the championship? Let's end this up.
Golly.
I got Bama versus Duke and Houston versus UConn.
I've got Bama versus Marquette, Houston versus UConn. And I've got Bama over Houston in the championship. Who's next? Y'all still thinking?
Yeah, just a second.
I got Duke over Houston for the Natty.
There you go.
And I don't feel like this is completely me being a homer. You take off your North Carolina hat. They have a very good shot of making it.
If they beat Oral Roberts,
I think if they beat Oral Roberts, they make a run.
honestly,
I've watched Duke for many years. Peyton.
if they beat Oral Roberts, I think they get to the Elite Eight.
if they beat Oral Roberts, we're going to go to the national championship.
Usually you don't see schools that made a little run like Oral Roberts did.
They don't do it back-to-back years.
Yeah, they just don't
do it.
happen.
Well, last year they didn't even make the tournament.
And people are talking about how Duke's young and they've never been there. I think that might help them. Honestly,
Maybe.
that we have a guy that's made a big impact in Jeremy Roach.
But
I think that can really help
for the
us.
bigger schools.
They're going to view it as just another game, which is how you need to view it, honestly.
Yeah.
And especially with how they have finally started to catch fire. They've been the underdog all year. I think that's really going to help them.
Arizona, Duke, Xavier, UCLA.
Ooh, could we get an Arizona Xavier matchup in the championship? Oh,
Whoa. That didn't even cross my
yeah.
mind.
There we go.
Speaking of Duke, J.J. Redick is the best analyst for basketball in the world
I
right
like
now.
him. He's pretty good.
Really
Not
good.
even close.
Yeah, he's getting really good.
Yeah,
He's been good since he started.
yeah, he's probably about to get a job at Fox News. Probably.
He's a liberal. He's a liberal. He
No, I
hates
know.
that crap.
Well, look, I got to hit the road. But mine is we're going to have a little SEC matchup.
Oh.
Wait.
Championship game.
Auburn?
Oh, no. Bama versus Arkansas.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
The must bus.
And look, I'm gonna leave this here.
All right.
For,
All right. Must bus,
Hey,
huh?
history.
Ty, don't forget our over and under bet we got with you.
Oh, dude.
It's on the board.
Y'all need to bet the over on that.
All right. All
Bet
right.
the over.
I'll get the odds out.
So
Great having you back, Ty.
Yes, hey, glad to be back. Like
You can Venmo me your payments or Cash App Clay W318.
it is going to be more, but I got to get home because I have some deer meat, rice, and sausage. with
There you go.
some and
There you go.
gravy.
Is it fried deer meat?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Deer Salisbury steak.
Whoa.
Deer steaks.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
That sounds really good. Clay, did you pick your natty winner?
Yeah, Bama.
Bama?
I don't want it, but it's Bama. Yeah, that's it for this one though. Love March, can't wait.
Go Blue Devils.
I will say this: 2 years ago, I said Oral Roberts over Ohio State. Chance can remember. Colgate over Texas. I'll say that.
Okay.
So, let's go.
Hey, love y'all.
All right.
Yep.
Glad to be here.
Absolutely.
Go Warriors.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you